Good morning. Welcome to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners meeting for June 27th. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance with Commissioner Witherspoon.
Let's all rise. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Francis.
You're welcome, sir.
I need approval of the minutes from the meeting on July 13th, 2022.
So moved.
Second, any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Any approval of the minutes from the work session on July 20th, 2022?
So moved.
Second, any discussion?
Nope.
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Any approval of payment of bills in the amount of $3,203,732.16 for the period ending July 26, 2022.
I'll make that motion.
Second, any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
There were no executive sessions. Any public comment? Okay, start with the Fair Board and might be Francis. You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, on behalf of the Fair Board, they're asking the commissioners to also approve the lease for the old soccer fields that they use for parking during the fair. They approved it at their last meeting, so according to the MOU, it's now in our hands, and I would make that motion to approve that lease.
Second, any discussion? This is a standard lease we do every year
Yeah.
with them, correct? Okay.
The lease is with us, but they pay the bill.
Okay. Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Public safety. Morning, Greg.
Morning, Greg.
This morning, we'd just like to ask to approve the renewal of our critical software at a cost of $1,495. It's a budgeted item.
So moved.
Second, probably moved in second. Any discussion? Greg, the software itself, we've had it for what, a year now? Is it 2 years? We're pretty happy with it, right? It does
Absolutely.
everything we want to do and kind of scores everybody through the last couple rounds. Okay.
Yep.
All right, any other discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
The coroner.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Scott.
Requesting approval to send myself and Deputy Pyatt to the 2022 Pennsylvania State Coroners Association Conference, which is going to be down in Gettysburg, for a 2-day meeting. Total accommodations of $1,460, and that's a budgeted item, and that's paid out of our fees.
So moved.
Second, any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Domestic relations. Morning, Carla.
Morning, Carla.
I'm here to request to ratify the purchase of a Dell Latitude 3520 laptop. Total cost of $1,097.43. The cost of the county is $0 because this will be purchased with incentive funds. And this is to replace a laptop that is not able to be repaired per county IT.
So moved.
Second, any discussion? Roll call. Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Thanks.
The correctional facility.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Jack.
Jack.
This morning, I'm looking for approval of payment of $2,553 for annual maintenance agreement with Mobilecon, covering 34 of our radios, and this is a budget item.
So moved.
Second, any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you.
Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Planning.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Zach.
First item this morning, we're seeking approval of an amendment with a cooperation agreement between Crawford County and the City of Meadville for administration of their CDBG program.
So moved.
Second, any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for approval of a resolution authorizing the submission of an application to the Department of Community and Economic Development for $1.5 million through their competitive CDBG coronavirus program for public facility improvements at Heidi Cooper Park in the City of Meadville.
So moved.
Second, probably moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for approval to pay a portion of an invoice 77113 for the Meadville Tribune in the amount of $238.50 for advertising expenses associated with the CDBG CV competitive public hearing. This is paid for out of the county's CDBG program.
Make the motion.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, we're asking to pay a portion of the invoice 77113 from the Meadville Tribune in the amount of $237 for public hearing notices associated with the City of Meadville's fiscal year 2019 and fiscal year 2020 contract modifications. This is paid for out of the City of Meadville CDBG program.
So moved.
Second. Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, we're asking for payment of an invoice 5029 from CATA in the amount of $260 for their June Rural Family Workforce Transit Program expenses. This is paid for out of the county's CDBG program.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
And finally, we're asking approval to retitle the planning secretary position to office manager position in the planning office.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Zach. County maintenance.
Morning.
Morning,
Morning,
Mark.
Asking approval to pay an invoice for the courthouse window replacement project for $206,355.60.
So moved.
Second. Properly moved in second. Any discussion?
It's looking good.
They look good. Yep.
Yeah, they do.
All those that were worried about how it matched, there are ones next to each other. You can see how close they
Yeah,
are.
they match pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Asking approval to ratify paying an invoice for the HVAC project in the amount of $30,530.
So moved.
Second. Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval to pay invoices for the wall heater and steam trap project for $2,101.01.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices for the new assessment office remodel in the amount of $225.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices for the register and recorder remodel in the amount of $225.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Asking approval to pay Brian Noah, the project manager for professional services for the month of June 2022 for $1,611.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval of invoices for the new backup 911 center project at the fairgrounds for $25.74.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval to pay Powell Sanitation to clean the sewer lines and lift station at the fairgrounds for $3,258.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Asking to ratify approval for paying a 50% down payment to Canadota Security to install 6 new security cameras in Exhibit 1 building at the fairgrounds for $1,625.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Human Services.
Good morning, Commissioners.
22.
Hi, Sue.
I'm seeking to ratify payment to the Center for Family Services Incorporated for the delivery of ERAP-2 services through 6/30/22, totaling $75,933.75, with no cost to the county, all paid with ERAP-2 funds.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Seeking approval for 52 9-month Adobe Acrobat Pro subscriptions. The subscriptions are being added to our existing account and have been prorated. Total cost is $4,731.48. Cost to the county is $836.29.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with the Cornell Abraxas Group for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Edmund L. Thomas Adolescent Center for detention center services. This is the same service that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Pathways Adolescent Center for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
I'm seeking approval of the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Summit School, doing business as the Summit Academy for residential services. These are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Nope.
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with the Children's Home of Pittsburgh for foster care services. We're also adding the medically needy level of care to the contract, which is a new program.
So moved.
Second, been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm seeking approval for the fiscal year 22-23 contract with Parkside Psychological Associates for CART trauma specialized services. Except for the SOC funded service, the rates are the same as fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
And finally, I'm seeking approval of the fiscal year 22-23 CYS JP contracts where the services and rates remain the same. Those are for Community Specialist Corporation, doing business as the Academy, Family Development Services, Parkside Psychological Associates, and Youth Advocate Programs.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Sue.
Finance.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Morning,
Stephanie.
I am seeking approval of invoices totaling $409,798.62. This was detailed at last week's work session.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Human Resources. Good morning, Nicole.
Nicole.
Asked to approve to change the title of payroll clerk to payroll specialist in the Human Resources Office.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call. Yes.
Yes.
Asked to approve to change the title of finance clerk to payroll benefits specialist in the Human Resources Office.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
And lastly, to ask to approve to change the title of temp payroll clerk to temp payroll benefits specialist in the Human Resources Office.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, Nicole.
Gina's going to handle voter services.
And we're requesting to approve Amendment 2 to the Managed Services Agreement between Crawford County and Dominion Voting Systems.
So moved.
Second, it's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Okay. I'll handle this for 18. Make a motion to approve the appointment of Travis Kreitzer to the Workforce Development Board.
I'll gladly second that.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I think he'll be a great addition to that board.
I agree. Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We do have some new hires and transfers in the packet.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for new hires and transfers.
I will second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. For upcoming events, we have the work session on August 3rd. The next full session will be August 10th. Just a note, the work session on the 18th is on a Thursday. Any commissioner comments? Commissioner Weiderspan.
I have none today, sir.
The only comments I'll have is, as I said in the work session, there are a lot of community festivals going on. Please certainly go to those and help those communities out, and then, of course, the Crawford County Fair is coming very soon. Any other business brought before the board? I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second, we are adjourned. Thank you. Whenever you're ready. We'll bring the salary board meeting to order for July 27th, 2022. I need approval of minutes from the July 13th meeting.
So moved.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There was one executive session on July 12th with the Care Center. Now motions before the board. Public Defender. Go ahead if you don't do that.
I'd like to request to set salary for the transfer of Jerry Bolton, part-time assistant public defender, transferring from court to conflict counsel, replacing Jennifer McDonald, effective 8/15/2022 at $38,515.45 per year.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Public Safety. Morning, Greg.
Good morning. This morning, we're here to ratify the rate for the increase of Emily Baum, per diem dispatcher, effective July 18th at $15.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Correctional Facility.
Hi again.
Hi,
Hi,
Jack.
Jack.
This morning, I'd like to ratify the rate for emergency new hires of Nathan Matthews, David Ross, and Hattie Smith as per diem corrections officers adding to the list effective 7/25/22 at $15 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thanks. The Care Center, but you want to do those for me too, Ellie? Would you make sure your mic's on for us too? Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Amanda Holster, per diem temporary nurses aide, TNA, replacing Karina Hall, effective 7/21/2022 at $14.50 per hour plus $2 additional per hour from ARPA funds and $3.50 additional per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Morgan Ashley, per diem temporary nurse aide, TNA, replacing Skylar Ketchum, effective 7/21/2022 at $14.50 per hour, plus $2 additional per hour from ARPA funds and $3.50 additional per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Matthew Peterson, per diem nutrition aide, replacing Shannon Hess, effective 7/21/2022 at $11.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ratify the rate for the emergency new hire of Sherry Cashboom, per diem activity aide, a newly created position, effective 7/21/2022 at $11.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Ratify the rate for the emergency transfer of Hannah Fisher, per diem temporary nurse aide, TNA, transferring from per diem activity aide, replacing Stacy Yeomans, effective 7/6/2022 at $14.50 per hour, plus $2 additional per hour from ARPA funds and $3.50 additional per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ratify the rate for the emergency transfer of Tyler Bloom, per diem temporary nurse aide, TNA, transferring from per diem activity aide, replacing Lindsay Gonzalez, effective 7/6/2022 at $14.50 per hour, plus $2 additional per hour from ARPA funds and $3.50 additional per hour from Care Center HRSA ARPA funds.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Ellie, for doing that. I appreciate that. Any other business to be brought before the salary board? If not, I entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, we'll be bringing the retirement board meeting to order for July 27th, 2022. And the approval of the minutes of the July 13th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There were no executive sessions, and we're ready for Eugenia.
Okay, make the motion for Jacob Chapman, formerly of the Care Center, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 12/15/2017, last date paid in interest through 7/16/22.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Last, I make the motion to approve the Corn Ferry invoice number 195251707 for July 2022 actuarial services in the amount of $2,151 paid from the retirement checking account.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Is there any other business to be brought before the retirement board? If not, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you. There is no need for an election board meeting.